When the present shakes, the memory of the past becomes our foundation. It sounds like something you'd read on a bleacher banner, but for anyone who breeds Yankees, it makes perfect sense. We've seen entire generations of heroes rise from the ashes, and we've also felt firsthand the bitter taste of sure bets turning into historic fiascos. That's why now, with a hot corner colder than a rainy game in the Bronx, every trade rumor spreads like wildfire. It's hope for some, fear for others. What's clear is that the message has been sent. When Jazz Chisholm Jr. was moved back to second base, it was a clear sign. Third base has become top priority. It hurts to admit, but the truth is that seeing Oswald Peraza holding down the hot corner doesn't give anyone much confidence. A kid who once was hope, a farm system promise, is now almost a symbol of a technical void that's become routine. And any fan who watched Boggs, Brocious, or even A-Rod command that corner of the diamond knows exactly what I'm talking about. The difference now is that the pressure of the calendar is real. July is decision month, and every day without an answer is another page in the summer suspense. Before we dive into who could come in to change this, I want to remind you, if this breakdown makes sense to you, if this passion for trade rumors, clubhouse analysis, and Bronx memories makes your heart beat faster, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is Fan to Fan. Our team may get it wrong on the field, but our community never misses when it comes to keeping the pinstripes flame alive. Now let's talk names, and why each name carries a story that goes way beyond backstage stats. Starting with the most coveted on the list, Eugenio Suarez. The guy's a 2025 All-Star, 31 home runs, firepower to intimidate left-handed pitchers. Exactly where the Yankees have bled the most in recent seasons. He's the kind of addition that makes anyone dreaming of October light up. But here's the catch. Suarez will be a free agent just around the corner, and the D-backs haven't decided if they'll open the vault or close the coffin. Worse, even if they let him go, we won't be alone in line. Imagining Suarez in a rival uniform, launching bombs in the Bronx, is a kind of nightmare that makes Cashman sweat at night. So I ask you, would you give up a good prospect or even rotation arm to have Suarez for half season? Is that all in worth it? Remember 2016, when the Cubs did it for Chapman. It worked, but it cost dearly. And how many times have we seen teams take a short bet only to spend years rebuilding afterward? While the focus is on Suarez, the rumor mill also spins out less obvious names. Ryan McMahon, for example, 30 years old, under contract through 2027. OPS plus that doesn't excite at first glance, but the attentive fan spots the detail. Lefty swing, almost 50% hard hit rate, and an expected slugging pointing to more power than it seems. Yankee Stadium loves lefties. It's the kind of park factor that can turn lukewarm stats into a home run explosion. Do you believe in that kind of bet? And it doesn't stop there. Defensively, McMahon is a beast. 41 outs above average since 2021, only behind Hayes and Arenado. And anyone who's seen a playoff decided by an improbable double play knows the value of having a brick wall in that hot corner. Brian Hayes, meanwhile, is a name that makes more nostalgic fans smile. The Pirates aren't an easy team to trade with, but Hayes is a raw gem. Young, elite defense, potential to grow at the plate, but to pry him out of Pittsburgh won't be cheap. The million-dollar question: would you send two farm prospects, maybe a rotation pitcher, to get that raw diamond now? Is that a long-term bet worth making? While third base is the main stage of the soap opera, the backstage is boiling. Brian Cashman, always cold-blooded, has come out and said it. Beyond the infield, the Yankees want a starter, want bullpen arms, because the rotation has become a medical ward. Anyone reading this asks, where are they going to find reliable arms in such a short window? Then the names pop up: Sandy Alcantara, Edward Cabrera, Mitch Keller. But the most intriguing is Zach Gallen, the D-backs ace who's also on everyone's lips. A guy who, even with a high ERA this year, 5.15, has shown flashes of Cy Young stuff. Jersey-born Northeast blood, and in July to give hope. Just 1 run in 13 innings, 19 strikeouts. He's the kind of arm that comes in for the playoffs and makes a difference. But again, would you give up Gleyber Torres, Peraza, or even a Clark Schmidt to get Gallen? And what if Arizona doesn't sell? What if In a month, Gallen is back to being the Cy Young that almost no one could hit. Here I pause and rewind. Who remembers 2017? A patched-up team, full of kids. Judge at the peak of his innocence. Didi Gregorius saving the season. Come October, no one knew how they got there. It was pure emotion. And that, my friend, is the Yankees. A team that rises when no one believes anymore. But it's also the Yankees that stubbornly repeat mistakes. They think they can fix everything at the last minute, pull something off at the deadline, and sometimes it ends up being just another almost. Remember Donaldson? He was supposed to be the third base solution. He turned into a joke, a gif, a meme. Cost a lot on the payroll. Cost a lot in fan morale. Now, we can't let that story repeat with any Suarez out there. This is where the community needs a debate. Do you trust Cashman not to give up farm diamonds in exchange for 3 months of fireworks? Or is it time to hit the brakes? Swallow a mediocre season and rebuild calmly. So 2026 arrives truly strong? The comparisons don't stop. In the 90s, the Yankees built a dynasty on patience. Jeter, Bernie, Posada, Petit, all homegrown seeds. In 2009, it was different. Checkbook on the table, Teixeira, CC Sabathia, AJ Burnett. And that worked too. So what makes more sense today? Stick to the tradition of building slowly or repeat the old habit of opening the vault and shipping prospect away. Meanwhile, the fan base is split. In New York bars, on online forums, people debate. Jazz at second base. Is it just a patch or a sign of a bigger strategy? Does Peraza deserve more time or is it over? And if plan A fails, who's left to hold it together? Rodon, Cortez, Cole. Even they can't do it alone. And we haven't even touched the Arenado ghost. Remember him? An old dream. But according to Heyman, it's not happening. The Yankees don't want to commit $42 million to a guy already in decline. And it makes sense. Nobody wants another Donaldson. Part 2. In the end, every fan carries their own answer. And that's why I want to hear yours. Which of these names makes the most sense? Do you think the front office holds a knife in the cheese, or will they let things go south again? Do you remember another trade deadline that's ever tied your head in knots like this one? While uncertainty hangs over everything, the Bronx keeps breathing baseball like it's religion. Every trade rumor is a sermon. Every Suarez swing in Arizona is a gasp of hope. Every Gallen ERA is a mental calculator. Worth it or not? That's it, my friend. Here we are once again at the crossroads of July. And as always, we're left with the hardest question of all. Will this wound heal soon or echo for generations?